गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम टू गना शॉट में आपका स्वागत है. Today evening we're going to talk about Pakistan, which is at war with Afghanistan to avoid its another war with Iran. I wouldn't say another war with Iran, a war with Iran. And to discuss this and many more interesting things which have happened in Pakistan is Mr. Shreyer. Shreyer ji, good evening and namaskaram.
Namaskaram, sir. Good evening to all our viewers, wherever you are watching, Gunner Shot or P Gurus. Please do subscribe to the other channel. I'm sure you're already subscribed to the channel from where you are watching, but please do subscribe to the other channel. Help us because this is important. We've been doing this almost every day, 12, sometimes twice a day. And I think Gen Ravi Shankar is doing some days 3 times because between travel and other commitments, whenever we have time, we are weighing in. So please help us by liking this video. Over to you, sir.
Oh, thank you. I just thought I'll talk about Pakistan attempting evading the Iran war and trying because it's going to Afghanistan and all that. But something else is happening in Pakistan, and I must tell you this. We'll cover it under this thing today, either today or yesterday. Most probably today in the morning. This chap Asim Munir got hold of all the clerics, all the Shia clerics and other clerics, and spoke to them. And the reactions have been very, very horrid. And we're going to play some of these reactions. And there's an internal boil. Okay, he's touched on a few issues which are personal non grata. Right. So that's the.
तुम्हारी ये हिम्मत.
No, we'll see what that story is all about. And then of course, it's very sad that look at this fellow. I will talk about this and then we'll get into the thing. Look at this fellow. Such a idiot, a madman who started a war with India and took it forward to a level that he didn't know how to control it. Now he's at war with another country. He thought he was a great fellow by doing a deal with Saudi Arabia, and now he's in a war there also. And now he's got an internal war also with his own people. Have you seen such an idiot around anywhere in the world in your entire life?
It also shows the desperation, General Shankar. My guess is that many of his funding sources from within Pakistan have completely dried up. My 2 cents. And I think this is one of the huge problems that he's facing. And so he's doing all these crazy things. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. So I think so. That's one of the things. And I pity the people of Pakistan. I don't know why people of Pakistan are keeping quiet with this fellow. They should either bloody knock him off, bump him off. They have a good history of bumping off their leaders, hanging him off, whatever, bomb blast. They're all experts at it, right? They should do something like that and finish off, right? And I mean, it's horrid. I cannot imagine. Just think economically, they're short, they don't have petrol, they don't have anything, they're at war with someone. And I really thank, the guy whom I really thank for the nice condition which we are in India, progressing along and happiness and, general happiness. I would say the general level of happiness in India is far more the fastest growing economy and all. You know who I'll give credit to? Yeah,
Go ahead,
any
sir.
guesses? Huh?
It's
Muhammad
not
Ali
Modi.
Jinnah. No, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Just think. Yeah. His great bloody his two
Very true.
nation theory and four nation theory and all these nonsense theories, he broke the India of that time and took all these buffoons there. And he's happy there. He's see what he's made of that country. And he's, depopulated all these idiots from, India. It's a boon actually. Yeah. I mean, it might be, you might find it funny, but this is a growing feeling I've had for a long time. I
Keep going,
like,
sir. I have to fix my lighting. I have to fix
yeah,
my
go
lighting
ahead.
for a second.
Yeah,
Keep
no
going.
problem.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So what we'll do is, you see, this is the start point. Why? I mean, I never thought I'll speak all this, but as I kept making this presentation up and all that, I found, look, there's something awfully wrong in the way things are. So let me go with the presentation and, how Pakistan is at war with Afghanistan to avoid another. Right. So let's start with the story with Afghanistan. Yeah, very recently, Pakistan went and bombed a hospital, a special, I think, rehabilitation center, where 400 people were killed, 250 wounded in an airstrike, right? And then these chaps went around justifying why, and that's interesting, that justification. See, this they carried out a lot of bombing in civilian populated areas and all that, and they before that this was on 16th, and on 13th they bombed a fuel depot near Kandahar airport, right? And that also, and then in between, China got in, and China got in and said, "Okay, let's finish this whole deal." But they, after China put out that whole thing, they still went in. This is the clip. Just let me know if you can hear it or not, sir. Can you
No
hear?
sound. No, no,
Okay.
no sound.
No, no. Anyway, this is the thing which they bombed the Taliban. The Taliban bombed the airport, and I'll not this thing. It's a very you can visually you can see this. And after that, the Chinese got into the game and they said, "This is what you shouldn't be doing, and you have done it." And because China has interests both in Pakistan and in Afghanistan, they sent out a proposal where they can get to peace, but they didn't go. And immediately after that, Pakistan went and hit this Kabul drug rehab center, right? And the losses there are anything up to 400 to 200 people. I'll play this again, and then there was an interview carried out by, I don't know who it was with this fellow, and he's quite a famous guy. He's the DGI SPR character. Okay, and I will listen to him and all that. But before that, your views on this entire gambit by Pakistan to go to war with Afghanistan, when there was really no reason to do all these things. Over to you.
See, this has been brewing for a while now. I think Pakistan needed a diversion from what their commitments were with Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. By the way, I'm also hearing that both Shehbaz Sharif and Asim Munir were summoned by KSA, and they said that if you cannot put boots on the ground in wherever we want you to, then give us back the $6.3 billion that we gave you. This is the story that's coming.
Yeah.
And so they are squeezed. I mean, it's like being on a stick with both sides burning, and in the middle is Pakistan.
Yep.
So
I completely agree with you.
I will be curious to know what happened in that mullah meeting, sir. But that's my two cents. Let's continue on.
Yeah, Mulana, we'll get to that mullah meeting, because what happened after this bombing of that drug rehab center, the UN and, all human rights agencies and all went. And then Pakistan started justifying why they did what they did, right? And they let the DGI SPR goes because only he speaks. So, since this thing, I'll put his thing on,
Yeah,
I'll put his thing up, right? Right. Okay.
आपने वहाँ फतेह 1 फतेह 2 मिसाइल मारे
this is fine.
तो उनके पास भी तो दुनिया के बेहतरीन उन्होंने महंगे तरीन एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम्स और सारे सिस्टम रखे एक को भी आपके इंटरसेप्ट कर सके
So, right. So, anyway, so this is one thing. This is one clip. I'll show you more
Speaking
clips.
the truth.
ड्रोन बिल्कुल नहीं है ये अफगानिस्तान से आ रहे हैं ड्रोन
Okay. Look at this clip.
दिल्ली में जाके ऊपर घूम रहे थे वो कुछ कर सके तो इनके तो जो आ रहे हैं तमाम के तमाम दे आर बीइंग टेकन आउट एंड वी विल कंटिन्यू टू दैट
Oh no. Yeah.
systems layered air defense system multiple drones and projectiles do reach their targets don't they पाकिस्तान ने जो सा है जब मार्का हक के अंदर 26 मकामात पे बता के हमला किया आपने वहाँ फतेह 1 फतेह 2 मिसाइल मारे तो उनके पास भी तो दुनिया के बेहतरीन उन्होंने महंगे तरीन एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम्स और सारे सिस्टम रखे एक को भी आपके इंटरसेप्ट कर सके आपके ड्रोन जो से वो अहमदाबाद में दिल्ली में जाके ऊपर घूम रहे थे वो कुछ कर सके تو ان کے تو جو آ رہے ہیں تمام کے تمام they are being taken out and we will continue to do that.
Okay, I have to do a little switch. Okay, now I'll get the one which I wanted to show. You'll have to wait a minute. Hmm.
ہے اس میں وہ کہتے ہیں کہ ایک ریہیبلیٹیشن
Yeah.
سینٹر کو
جی میں
ٹارگٹ
اسی
کیا
پہ
گیا.
آپ کے یہاں پہ کابل میں دیر از اے ملٹری کیمپ ویئر دیر از اے ammunition storage site and there is a drone storage site.
ڈرون اسٹوریج سائٹ.
ڈرون اسٹوریج سائٹ. تو دیر واز اکوپمنٹ جو ٹیکنیکل اکوپمنٹ وہاں پہ یہ ڈرونس کی ایمونیشن کی اسٹوریج سائٹس ہم نے ان کو ٹارگٹ کیا. وہ کلپ ابھی بھی اویلیبل ہے, آپ دکھا سکتے ہیں اپنے.
So he says, we targeted a drone storage center, not a drug rehabilitation center. He says clip تیار ہے, clip حاضر ہے, but دیکھ سکتے ہیں. But Pakistan typically has not shown any clip. Right? You see how this fellow is
سامعین کو
lying.
دکھا سکتے ہیں, دی ورلڈ کین سی دیٹ. سو کہ وہ اس کو پن پوائنٹ اسی کو ہٹ کیا گیا. اس کے بعد آپ نے وہاں دیکھا, دنیا نے دیکھا کہ وہاں پہ جو سا ہے ایک عمل ہوتا ہے, اگر کہیں پہ ایمونیشن ہو اور وہ اسے اسٹرائک کرے تو وہ اس کے بعد سیکنڈری ڈیٹونیشن ہوئی, بیکاز آر انٹیلیجنس واز کریکٹ اینڈ وی آر ہٹ ایمونیشن اسٹوریج. تو ایمونیشن پھٹا. جب وہ ایمونیشن پھٹا تو پورے کابل کے اندر وہ لوگوں نے دیکھا وہ آگ کا شعلے بھی بڑے اور کافی دیر چلتے رہے وہ وہاں پہ, بیکاز دیٹ واز دی ایمونیشن. وہاں پہ انہوں نے پرانا میزائل, یہ جو رشین زمانے کے جو اسکڈ میزائلز ہیں وہ بھی انہوں نے اسٹور کیے ہوئے ہیں وہاں پہ. اور ایمونیشن پڑا تھا, ڈرون اسٹوریج تھی, اکوپمنٹ اسٹوریج تھا, وہ سارا اڑا. یہ دنیا میں کون سا ایسا ہسپتال ہے
So he is changed now from a drone storage site to ammunition site. Okay. See,
ایمونیشن اسٹوریج جہاں پہ تم نے میزائل رکھے ہوئے ہیں, جہاں پہ تم نے اسلحہ رکھا ہوا ہے, اس کے ساتھ برابر میں بنایا ہوا ہے. ایک ملٹری کے اس کے اندر بنایا ہوا ہے. کیوں بنایا ہوا ہے؟ بیکاز وہ تھا ہی نہیں. اٹ از اس پہ یہاں
اچھا,
پہ
آپ
جو
کا خیال ہے کہ وہاں پہ وہ تھا ہی نہیں.
جی وہ نہیں, میں تو سوال کر رہا ہوں نا.
ہاں, اچھا.
کہ کون بنا سکتا ہے, کیسے, کس
اچھا.
نے بنایا ہوا ہے, کون سی عقل کی بات ہے کہ بنایا ہوا ہے. واٹ وی نو از کہ یہاں پہ کسی زمانے میں انہوں نے جب یہ آئے تھے تو انہوں نے سارے جو نشئی تھے وہاں کے ان کو راؤنڈ اپ کر کے وہاں رکھا تھا. ان کو یہ استعمال کرتے ہیں, اینڈ دس از سو انفارچونیٹ, دے یوز دیز ڈرگ ایڈکٹس فار ٹیررزم اینڈ سوسائڈ بومبنگ. وہ جتنے نشئی تھے,
so now all those drug addicts have become suicide bombers and terrorism. And which UN people and everyone has gone and seen. That's how they're lying. Okay.
کو انہوں نے وار لارڈس کو آگے بیچا, حوالے کیا, جو کیا, اینڈ دے آر یوٹیلائزنگ دیم فار ٹیررزم اینڈ سوسائڈ بامبنگ. بیکاز دیر از اے فیکٹ دیٹ دی ورلڈ مسٹ نو دیٹ وائل آل ڈرگ ایڈکٹس آر ناٹ سوسائڈ بامبرز بٹ آل سوسائڈ بامبرز آر ڈرگ ایڈکٹس. یہ جتنے آپ کے پاس سوسائڈ بامبر پاکستان میں پھٹتے ہیں آپ کے, یہ سارے کے سارے نشے ہوتے ہیں.
this is also being copied from India.
Yeah. The same thing. What we have been trying to tell, he's saying what they did. They know this is the same thing. Yeah.
یہ نہیں سمجھتے کہ انٹرنیشنل میڈیا میں ایک پاکستان کے بارے میں ایک نیریٹو کریٹ ہوگا کہ پاکستان جو ہے وہ سویلینز کو ٹارگٹ کر رہا ہے وہاں پہ.
اچھا مجھے یہ بتائیں کہ یہ جو آپ کی اور میری تشخیص ہے نا, یہ انٹرنیشنل میڈیا کی تشخیص ہے ود اے سویلین اینڈ اے ملٹری, وہ تو بڑی کلیئر ہے. بٹ وی مسٹ انڈرسٹینڈ دیر از نو سچ ڈسٹنکشن وچ ایگزسٹ ان افغانستان انڈر دس افغان طالبان رجیم. ہمارے اوپر یہ پوسٹوں پہ اٹیک آتا ہے نا وہاں پہ, اس میں سے کہ آپ کے خیال میں وہ انہوں نے یونیفارم پہنے ہوتے ہیں. کچھ نے افغان طالبان کی فورس کا یونیفارم پہنا ہو, کچھ وہ جو ان کے ساتھ دہشت گرد شامل ہیں جو شلوار قمیض میں چپلوں میں آپ کے ساتھ لڑ رہے ہیں. وہ کیا ہے, وہ سویلین ہے, وہ کیا ہے, ان کو میں کیا ڈیفائن کروں. آپ مجھے بتا دیں, میں آپ کو ویژوئل دکھاتا ہوں کہ ہم نے ایک وہ ہموی کو ہٹ کیا, اس ہموی سے 6 بندے بھاگ رہے ہیں. تو وہ جو ہمارے دوست جو کہ ان کو سویلینز کہہ رہے ہیں, جو میں بتا رہا ہوں کہ دہشت گردوں کو ٹرین کرنے کا, سوسائڈ بمبنگ کو ٹرین کرنے کی انہوں نے ورکشاپیں کھولی ہوئی ہیں, ٹریننگ کیمپ کھولے ہوئے ہیں, وہ ان کو شلوار قمیضوں میں ہی نظر آئے گا.
So he says, Afghanistan has got training camps of suicide bombers. What does Pakistan have? That's funny. Okay.
یہ دہشت گرد جو آپ کے اندر پھر کے پھٹتے ہیں, یہ کہ یونیفارم پہن کے آتے ہیں.
پچھلے دنوں کچھ ڈرونز جو ہیں یہ راول پنڈی اور اسلام آباد کی طرف آئے تھے, تو کچھ آپ نے اس کی کوئی انویسٹیگیشن کی ہے؟ یہ فائر کہاں سے ہوئے تھے, کس قسم کے ڈرونز تھے؟
کیا افغانستان میں کوئی انڈسٹری ہے ڈرون بنانے کی؟
بالکل نہیں ہے.
یہ افغانستان سے آ رہے ہیں ڈرون.
جی.
تو یہ آپ کو یہ افغانستان کو اس کا مطلب اس سے یہ بات جو پاکستان ہمیشہ سے کہہ رہا ہے کہ دیر از سم اسٹیٹ तो आपके ख्याल में कौन इनको प्रोवाइड कर रहा है ये ड्रोन? विच कंट्री, आपके जहन में कौन सा आता है, कौन सा ऐसा मुल्क है जो इनको ये ड्रोन देगा कि तुम ये दहशतगर्दी में इस्तेमाल करो, तुम ये पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ इस्तेमाल करो? हिंदुस्तान। इनके पास तो कोई इंडस्ट्री नहीं, तो कोई ड्रोन नहीं बनाते। सो ये रूडिमेंट्री टाइप ड्रोन जो से हैं, ताकि रूडिमेंट्री इसलिए दे रहे हैं ताकि उनका सिग्नेचर जो है वो इसे ना कह सकें कि देखें जी ये हमारे तो नहीं है, ठीक है ना। तो पहली बात तो ये है कि इसके पीछे जो है दोबारा इट शोज द नेक्सस, द डीप नेक्सस बिटवीन द raw, the Indians, and this master terror proxy Afghan Taliban. Nowhere, anywhere, we have any issue with our Afghan brothers and sisters. Absolutely not.
Oh, so he's got no problems with Afghan brothers and sisters. He's only got problem with India. He has not bombed a drug rehabilitation center. He's bombed an ammunition depot in which there are terrorists. How do you see this, narrative being built? And it's a laugh because no one is accepting it. And yet, Pakistan lives in this idiotic thinking that they are smart. And this is the war they want to fight and make it big so that they don't have to go to Iran. Your views, I'll then take it forward.
General Shankar, these guys are bankrupt even with ideas. The way they are phrasing all these things is very, very similar to what statements have been done by India, and they're just taking the substitute, search and replace kind of stuff. And they have to explain how India is getting these drones across their territory into Afghanistan, and then putting from there to putting them to good use. I mean, if they can prove that the markings are that this is made in India because this is exactly the signature. I mean, you have to have some proof beyond just saying Raki Sazish. I mean, I think it is playing to an audience where they think that will resonate. Maybe it does resonate. But at the end of the day, the sooner these guys realize that they are absolutely powerless. If Afghanistan is giving them this kind of, hiding, the guy says that, drones have come into Islamabad to Rawalpindi. If you can't even stop drones from coming in, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the thing. In what he has said so much, he has given away so much. You see, that's the thing. Right. Now let's move further. I mean, it doesn't end here. I'll show you what all, how people have this thing. It's very interesting. Okay. Let me put this back. Yeah, 1 minute. I have to take this out and then, yeah. So look at this. In this, he says, no, he says the life of a single Pakistani and the value of their blood takes precedence over thousands of Afghanistan in our view. That's what this fellow has stated. So he's being questioned. Then why have we killed thousands of Pakistanis in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Balochistan and other parts in the last few years alone? This is by Mohit Pirzada, who's a Pakistani.
He lives in Karachi, right? This guy,
no, he lives in New York or Washington.
Oh, that's why he's speaking the truth now. Okay, got it.
See, he's being questioned. This fellow has let a lot of cats out of the bag. This DGI ESPR in this whole story. Then, of course, he says, he's put his own post out, Mohit Pirzada. I'll read it out because it's small and all that. Pakistan is saying that the Afghan Taliban had hidden their weapons inside the hospital. He says this is Israel's playbook. This is exactly the same story that Israel tells the world media that Hamas has weapons under the hospital. Pakistan is exactly doing the same thing in Afghanistan that Israel did in Gaza. Okay, Iran is still showing some kind of resistance. But Afghanistan has nothing against Pakistan's army. That is exactly the same oppression the Israeli inflicted on Gaza, on Hamas, on the Palestinians. What Pakistan army is doing to Afghanistan right now is blind, indiscriminate oppression against the Muslim country with which it kept talking about unity for 50 years. See, people within are talking. You see, he's talking all this, of course, like you said, because he's either in Washington or this thing. And if you hear him, he's quite sensible. Okay.
Yes.
And right, but this is what they're talking. It doesn't end there. There's someone else who has said Pakistani military lies. He's made two contradictory statements in an interview. I have not shown the full interview. This is of that interview. He says Pakistani military spokesman has made two contradictory claims in an interview and told blatant lies. What has he said? He claims once that Taliban were given drones by India. He said that, even of what we heard,
Yeah, yeah.
and cannot make them themselves. It's only given by India. But a few minutes later, they bombed the Taliban drone manufacturing center in Kabul. He said that also.
Right.
Is it not it's not a center, and he said it's not a center for addicts. So he's, absolutely he got himself bound in this. Then somewhere in this interview, he said, we will enter Pakistan. And I mean, we'll enter Afghanistan, we'll do whatever it is. So the reply he's got is, yeah, you enter Pakistan, they will enter Afghanistan, and they will enter Afghanistan, that is from Afghan side, and we will enter Pakistan. So he will go into Afghanistan, and the Afghans will get into Pakistan. So this is what they're staring. And of course, China called for peace. It came out in Global Times, and survey, to make it a stabilizing anchor for regional security, and all that. Immediately after this, they went and struck. So China is miffed about it. Okay. And then Pakistan has now declared a 5-day ceasefire with Afghanistan. Right. And then, of course, this chap Burhanuddin comments, the state of Pakistan's intelligence is such that they don't even know there was a civilian hospital there. See, that's their intelligence level. Okay. Then they started claiming it was an arms depot. But Afghanistan called the European Union and other countries to confirm that it is indeed a hospital. See, this is what I was telling you. Now, all this proof is coming out from their own people. This Burhanuddin is not an Indian. He is a Pakistani handle. Okay. And then Ahmed Karzai has also spoken out on this in a show with Yalda Hakim. Let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, I'll pull it up. View it for a couple of minutes. Oh, it's not there. Sorry. Right. I don't know if you can hear, fine.
It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. No voice though. No voice.
Okay. So just have a look at the thing, because he's saying a lot of things, and this is Yalda Hakim's show, and he said a lot of things. I mean, obviously, unfortunately, it's not working. That clip I'm not able to find it, which I can put it up. So he's also gone against this thing. Then, most interesting, and this has come out today. This is Haibatullah Akhundzada, head of Taliban. What has he said? He said, if we were to be destroyed by bombs or planes, Russia or America would have wiped us out by now. If we possess faith and belief within us, then the entire world combined couldn't inflict any harm. We are not afraid of these cannons and bombings. From the sermon of Amir al-Mu'min, may Allah protect him, on this Eid today. So he is very clearly said, you do what you want, I'm going to do what I want. So on the Afghan front, I think they burned their bricks very badly. And going ahead, they'll never have peace with Afghanistan. And the worst phase of Afghanistan, they're now going to face. Let me have your views on this before I go ahead.
Sarji, so the whole game here is to avoid putting boots on the ground, whether it is Gaza or whether it is in the Iran conflict. Is that all there is for Pakistan? I mean, they're trying to say that, look, we are entangled in our own battle, so we can't spare. Is that all there is?
That's it. That's the way they're looking at it. And, I got a good clip about this. Just listen to this. Right.
Yeah.
Let me see if where is that? Yeah.
उनका सेटअप, उनकी जो ट्रेनिंग कैंप्स थे, फिर एमुनेशन डंप थे, तो उनको बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान पहुंचा। फिर एक अमूमी राय के मुताबिक, जिसमें अहमद शाह मसूद के बेटे भी शामिल हैं, अब एक अंदरूनी तौर पे भी एक तज़ब्ज़ुब और एक तब्दीली की तरफ इशारे भी मिल रहे हैं कि इतना ज़्यादा अपना नुकसान ख़ुद ना करें। तो मेरे ख्याल में ये थोड़ा सा गैप बढ़ेगा, अनलेस खुदा ना
यानी कि आपके ख्याल में ये सीज फायर में कुछ एक्सटेंशन
भी आएगी इंशाल्लाह।
अच्छा, इसमें ज़रा ये भी बताएं कि तुर्की का और कतर का इनका क्या इंटरेस्ट है?
देखिए, कतर जो है वो हमेशा से एक स्विट्ज़रलैंड की साहब का, हैबतुल्लाह साहब जो हैं, उन्होंने ईद के मौके पे ये कहा है, इशारतन कहा है कि हमें जो हम पे अटैक हुए हैं उससे कोई इतना खौफ नहीं है। ये ख़तरनाक बात है, वरना मेरा पहला ख्याल ये था कि शायद इसमें तसलसल रहे, जंगबंदी रहे, बिकॉज उनको बहुत ज़्यादा सबक सिखा दिया गया है और उनकी लेबॉर्ट्रीज, उनकी ड्रोन्स का सेटअप, उनकी जो ट्रेनिंग कैंप्स।
Yeah, the important part of this story is that look, Haibatullah Akhundzada has given his message, and that's coming out there. And I've also read out the message to you. So things are not going to be easy for them, right? And yeah, and in this entire story, I'll show you a clip by a chap from Jordan, they with subtitles, and see how they feel about how Pakistan is, two timing Saudi Arabia. Have a look at that, right? So that yeah.
थे, तो उनको बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान पहुंचा। फिर
Oh no,
एक अमूमी राय के मुताबिक जिसमें
sorry. Yeah, look at this. There are only subtitles in this. There's no voice. Anyways, he's speaking in Arabic. So if you see now the view in Jordan or anywhere else, the view is that look, Pakistan is aligned with Iran. Okay, and there's a third view. This chap is a Jordanian. I have not played the full clip, but if you know, it's very clear. He's speaking in Arabic. That's why I didn't bother to show the sound also. So things are bad. So that's what I thought I'll put across. So your entire view on how Pakistan is avoiding this war with Iran, and and two timing Saudi Arabia. Before I get to the other part of the story.
See, if you go back to that announcement about the agreement between Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, the amount of noise and hoo-ha that Pakistan made was not reflected in the KSA's press briefings. In fact, India sought clarification and they said, no, something like that. So the thing is, these guys wanted to say that hamare paas bhi koi hai hamare piche, something like that for India's benefit, maybe. But see, you can only re-hypothecate so many times the same property. What I'm talking about is what Pakistan has got left. UAE has been taking some assets, China has been taking some assets, and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, they've been promised the Islamic bomb, which I don't know if they've even looked at. So at this point of time, KSA has zero faith in what Pakistan can do beyond their boots on the ground. In fact, viewers remember Raheel Sharif was contracted by KSA to manage the conflict with Yemen a few years ago. I'm sure
And
he's
he made
still
a mess
around
of
there.
it. No, he's there.
Yeah, he's still there. So this is the only thing. I mean, what KSA wants is that Pakistani soldiers should die for their cause by fighting whoever they say that you should go and fight this guy, you go and fight that guy. And Pakistan is now realizing, oh my God, for a few pieces of silver, I've agreed to do this, and maybe the Pakistani army is not ready for this. I have a feeling that there is a problem there too. Sir, you're still holding back the best punch of this whole.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just
conversation.
coming. Next one. No,
Back to
I'm
you.
setting the stage. You see, I'm setting the stage to explain to you to what lengths Pakistan has gone to avoid that war.
Yes.
And what is the pressure which is there? Like you said, both Asim Munir and Shahbaz Sharif went and met that fellow. And the Americans are also twisting their tail, right?
Yeah.
And things are bad. And here is the bad news for Pakistan. And from now on, we'll look at that. Okay, look at this tweet. It came out today. Okay. it says a meeting took place between the field marshal and Shia scholars. These scholars were of Tahir Ashrafi type. They were major Shia scholars who refused to attend the meeting. A lot of effort was made, but they didn't come. So half of them didn't come. Incidentally, one was from Gilgit, the other was from Parchinar, which are the troublesome areas of where Shia. In Parchinar, there were, the major ethnic clashes. Gilgit, Baltistan also major ethnic clashes. Okay, right. In this, he says, Imran Khan, Imran Riaz Khan major revelation. Field Marshal called the Shia clerics and said, Iran is fighting its war well, but we have an agreement with Saudi Arabia, and if the Saudi Arabia scholars, we will go. Iran should not attack Saudis. Pakistanis see this. This agreement was against Iran. Right, so there's a thing. Now let us hear what all these fellows have spoken. Okay, and we'll see the actual.
अगर सऊदी अरब ने हमें बुलाया या आवाज दी तो हमें पोजीशन लेनी पड़ेगी, यानी पाकिस्तान फिर सऊदी अरब के साथ खड़ा होगा, यानी आसान अल्फाज में पाकिस्तान सऊदी अरब के साथ लड़ जाएगा। अच्छा, फील्ड मार्शल चले गए, मौलवियों के बयान रिकॉर्ड हो रहे थे। अब वो जरा बयानात अगर मैंने सारे के सारे सुने तो इस सारे बयान के अंदर था क्या, जरा ये आप सुने, आपको पता चलेगा। ये दिन रात अहले बैत की कुर्बानियों का दर्स देते हैं। ये वो मौलवी हैं जो दिन रात कुर्बानी का दर्स देते हैं, करबला के वाकयात सुनाते हैं। ये वो मौलवी हैं जो मिंबर पे बैठ के मजहब का और कुर्बानी का चूरन देते हैं कौम को। और जब अब इनकी अपनी बारी आई तो इनकी हालत ये थी कि इन मौलवियों ने वहां पे ना इसराइल की मजम्मत की, पूरे स्टेटमेंट में आप देख लें कहीं नहीं है, ना इन मौलवियों ने कहीं पे अमेरिका की मजम्मत की, पूरे स्टेटमेंट में कहीं नहीं है, ईरान पर किसी हमले की मजम्मत नहीं की गई, पूरे स्टेटमेंट में कहीं नहीं है, बोर्ड ऑफ पीस में पाकिस्तान क्यों गया इस बारे में इन्होंने कुछ पूछा नहीं, कोई बात नहीं की, गजा में पाकिस्तान ने जो फौज भेजने की अर्जी भेजी अमेरिका को उसके ऊपर इन्होंने कोई बात नहीं की, ईरान में मासूम बच्चियों की शहादत हुई उसके ऊपर इन लोगों ने कोई बात नहीं की, ईरानी लीडर आयतुल्लाह खामनाई उनकी शहादत के ऊपर इन मौलवियों ने कोई लफ्ज़ नहीं बोला, जो दीगर लीडर मारे जा रहे हैं ईरान के अंदर उसके ऊपर इन्होंने कोई तज़किरा नहीं किया, मस्जिद अक्सा के जो बंद दरवाजे हैं उनका कोई जिक्र नहीं किया, फ़लस्तीन और गजा का इन्होंने नाम तक नहीं लिया, और ये भी नहीं पूछा कि डोनाल्ड ट्रंप को अमन का नोबेल इनाम आप इस खुशी में दे रहे हैं।
So you see, even those Shias, the clerics whom they called, are also playing a double game. Okay, they have not supported Asim Munir, but they have not also gone against whatever is happening. Okay, now listen to one more guy.
मैं किसी इदारे का सरबराह हूँ।
Okay.
हमारे यहाँ इजाद होती है, वो ये होती है कि साहब ये तो ईरान का मसला है, आप पाकिस्तान में बैठ के ये वाली बातें क्यों कर रहे हैं। तो मैं आपसे अर्ज करूँ कि हम एक वक्त में हमसे नकी भाई हैं, गफरान भाई यहाँ आप हैं, मैं हूँ, हमारे और अहबाब जो यहाँ मौजूद हैं जो सुन रहे हैं, एक ही वक्त में मैं किसी का बाप हूँ, मैं किसी का बेटा हूँ, मैं किसी का जो है वो भाई हूँ, मैं किसी इदारे का सरबराह हूँ, मैं किसी का पड़ोसी हूँ। तो क्या ये आपस में तजाद है? यानी मेरा किसी का भाई होना, मेरा ही उसी वक्त में किसी का बेटा होना, ये क्या लड़ाई है? भाई ये तय कर लो तुम भाई रहोगे या बेटे रहोगे। अरे भाई भाई होने का तकाजा और है, बेटे होने का तकाजा और है। ये बात कहना कि आपको पाकिस्तान में रहना है या पाकिस्तानी हैं आप, तो आपको दूसरे मुल्कों के मामलात में दखल नहीं देनी चाहिए। तो मैं तो हज़ारों साल से पहले इंसान हूँ, हज़रत आदम की औलाद हूँ, फिर 1400 साल से मुसलमान हूँ, फिर 1400 साल से तो मैं मुसलमान हूँ, फिर मैं कोई 75 साल से पाकिस्तानी हूँ, मैं 1400 साल से शिया हूँ। तो ये तजाद नहीं है ना, ये आप सवाल ही क्यों उठा रहे हैं कि आप पाकिस्तानी हैं या आपको पाकिस्तान का, भाई तजाद का भाई है। मैं एक ही वक्त में मुसलमान भी रह सकता हूँ और उसके तकाज़े हैं, और उसके तकाज़ों में यह है कि मन समिअ मुनादियन या लल मुस्लिमीन फलम युजिब हो फहुवा लैसा बिमुस्लिम। अगर कोई शख्स एक आवाज़ सुने और आवाज़ ये कह रही हो कि मुसलमान मेरी मदद करो, और वो उसका जवाब न दे तो वो मुसलमान नहीं है। तो ये कैसे आप लड़वा रहे हैं इस बात को, कैसे इस सोच को मखलूत कर रहे हैं कि मैं पाकिस्तानी हूँ तो मैं मुसलमान क्यों हूँ फिर? भाई ये क्या बात हुई? मैं
So you see the thinking of this fellow, and you see what he is being asked to do. And we'll hear one more fellow, and I could only record, there are about 5-6 on the net which came up a little later. I'll show you one more, okay, so that you get the hang of it.
रहे हैं, और अफसोस और दुख का मकाम ये है, और उसके जब दहशतगर्दी का इल्जाम अपने ऊपर लग गया, पूरे मुल्क के अंदर नारे गूंजे, ये जो दहशतगर्दी है इसके पीछे वर्दी है। अब उन मुजाहिदीन को ये खवारिज कह रहे हैं और उन पर फतवे जड़ रहे हैं। हमारे आर्मी चीफ साहब ये कह रहे हैं कि ये फसादी हैं और इनके खिलाफ हम लड़ रहे हैं। और अफसोस और दुख का मकाम ये है कि वो लोग जिन्होंने बांग्लादेश के अंदर जुल्म और सितम किया वो फसादी नहीं है, जिन्होंने अफगानिस्तान के अंदर अमेरिका का साथ दिया और उस जुल्म और सितम में शरीक हुए वो फसादी नहीं है, और जो बेहयाई, फहाशी और यानी को फैला रहे हैं वो फसादी नहीं है। हालांकि मुजाहिदीन तो कुरान और सुन्नत का निजाम चाहते हैं। हम आर्मी चीफ साहब से कहते हैं आप तो किसी को जिहाद की बात तक नहीं करने देते, आपने तो जिहाद की जो आयात है उनको निकाल दिया है। आपकी वज़ाक़ता यहूद और नसारा की, और आप जिहाद की बात तक किसी को करने की पाकिस्तान में इजाजत नहीं है। कोई आलिम पाकिस्तान में जिहाद की बात कर ले तो उसके खिलाफ मुकदमात बन जाते हैं। फसादी उनको कह रहे हैं, तो फसादी तो आप खुद बने हुए हैं। आपकी सारी वज़ाक़ता जो फसादियों वाली यहूद और नसारा वाली है, और आपके सारे तौर तरीके यहूद और नसारा के। अब जो रही सही कसर थी वो तो जमहूरियत के अंदर भी वो भी खत्म हो चुकी है। इसलिए जो आप फतवा दे रहे हैं ये गलत फतवा है। मैं आपसे भी मुनाजरे मुबाहिले के लिए तैयार हूँ, और इसके साथ साथ जो आलिम मुजाहिदीन को दहशतगर्द कहता है, तालिबान को दहशतगर्द कहता है और फसादी कहता है, मैं उनसे मुनाजरे मुबाहिले के लिए तैयार हूँ।
Right. So what I'll do is I'll remove it and see all this nonsense is coming. There's just 3 views which I put across. Okay. There are about another 10 guys standing up and speaking like this. So what do you make of all this?
See, the Shias are in a difficult spot. Somebody just pointed out that after the 27th Amendment that happened in 2025, you can't really speak up against the Pakistani army without facing the consequences. So the Shias of Pakistan, and I'd be curious to know what percentage of Shia is in the Pakistani army, that these guys are now saying, look, what exactly is going on? Why are you asking us to do all these things? And see, sir, basically it comes back to this. They have no way of, repairing this country. It's just going to dog, slow death is all that's happening. And now, see, the thing is, it's accelerating now, in my opinion, because the black market for petrol is stopped now. And they used to make a lot of money out of that. That's also stopped because of the conflict. So it's just race to the bottom, in my opinion. But the problem, as I see it, is this is the kind of guy who's going to adopt scorched earth policy. If he is going down, if the Pakistani army is going to go down, they are going to inflict a lot of damage on its own civilian people. My gut feeling is that's what they're going to do. Maybe thousands of Shias will be killed somewhere just to take out their frustration. Something is going to happen.
Yeah, something's going to happen. Right.
Yeah.
That's why I thought I'll put all these things across to you. It's not as if only this is the thing. It's not only Shias and Sunnis who are, talking of it. Right. It is also the civil society. The civil society have spoken. There's also a clip here. I couldn't get hold of it. It says very clear. He says, step away from the board of peace or in alignment. Stand firmly with Iran in the face of American and Israeli aggression. Do not become a tool in any foreign-led mission against Iran. Release Imran Khan. All the and all that. So that Imran Khan factor is also coming and playing up. This is a divided country with the most popular leader in jail. There are people in the civil society who are talking. Now the clerics are talking. If, the whole story of Ummah, Shumma, Dumma and whatever you call it, it spreads, it's going to spread to everyone. It's not just going to be, limited to the clerics. So I think the things are going from bad to worse in Pakistan and in Pakistan army. But it doesn't stop there. Let me tell you, it doesn't stop there, right? Look at this video I'll put. This fellow talks about the problem of petrol costing everything in Pakistan. Listen to this. He's an intelligent guy. He's a young guy. He knows what he's talking. Right. Yeah, let me.
वो दुबई की मार्केट है जहाँ पे अरेबियन लाइट क्रूड और दुबई मिक्स हो।
वेट
मैं आपको एक खबर देना चाहता हूँ जुबैर। खबर ये है कि हम और आप जिस तेल को $100 का देख रहे हैं ये वो तेल नहीं है जो पाकिस्तान खरीदता है।
अच्छा, तो हमारे यहाँ जो पेट्रोल प्राइस मुतय्यन की जाती हैं वो
नाइमेक्स और ब्रेंट से नहीं की जाती। देखिए न्यूयॉर्क मर्केंटाइल एक्सचेंज नाइमेक्स है और ब्रेंट वाला लंदन है। इन दोनों मार्केटों से पाकिस्तान तेल नहीं खरीदता। पाकिस्तान एक तीसरी मार्केट से तेल खरीदता है, वो दुबई की मार्केट है, जहां पे अरेबियन लाइट क्रूड और दुबई का एक मिक्स होता है।
तो हमारा जो बेंचमार्क है वो
हमारा
दुबई है?
बेंचमार्क वो है, यस, हमारा बेंचमार्क दुबई का क्रूड ऑयल है। और दुबई का क्रूड ऑयल जुबैर $100 का नहीं है। दुबई का क्रूड ऑयल पिछले 3 हफ्तों में डबल हो चुका है। जब जंग शुरू हुई थी 27 फरवरी को, तो दुबई क्रूड की कीमत थी $71-72। आज $155 कीमत है।
डबल हो गया?
डबल हो चुका है।
तो हमारे तो इतना इजाफा नहीं हुआ।
यही मैं आपको इस पे आ रहा हूँ, ये बहुत खौफनाक नंबर है। आई थिंक इस पे इनफ बात नहीं हो रही। हमारे चैनल्स हर कोई आपको नंबर दिखाता है नामेक्स का और ब्रेंट का। भाई हम उस मंडी से तेल खरीदते ही नहीं है। हम जिस मंडी से तेल खरीदते हैं, क्योंकि देखिए आप न्यूयॉर्क से तेल नहीं लाते। अभी जो बात हुई थी हम न्यूयॉर्क से क्रूड इंपोर्ट करेंगे, हमें तो महंगा इतना पड़ जाएगा, फ्रेट इतना देना पड़ जाएगा, हमें तो वारे में नहीं पड़ता हमें। लेकिन शायद अब वारे में पड़ जाए हमें, जितना डिफरेंस क्रिएट हो रहा है बाय द वे। लेकिन एनीवे, प्रॉब्लम इज कि हम तेल खरीदते हैं दुबई की मंडी से, और दुबई की मंडी का तेल इस वक्त 50% प्रीमियम पे है देन अमेरिका एंड इंग्लैंड। इसका मतलब क्या है जुबैर? इसका मतलब यह है कि आज जब हम ये पॉडकास्ट रिकॉर्ड करा रहे हैं 18-19 मार्च को, तो इस वक्त पेट्रोल की कीमत जो 321-22 रुपए है और डीजल की कीमत जो 335 रुपए है, आज क्या जो रेट हो चुका है पिछले 2 हफ्तों में दुबई की मार्केट का, उसके हिसाब से पेट्रोल की कीमत 393 रुपए, यानी कि तकरीबन 400 रुपए, 71 रुपए बढ़ने का बिल्कुल केस सीधा खड़ा हो गया है। और डीजल 117 रुपए बढ़ने का केस खड़ा हो गया है। मतलब अगर आज हुकूमत ये पूरा प्राइस ट्रांसफर कर दे मुझको और आपको, तो डीजल 450 रुपए लीटर और पेट्रोल तकरीबन 400 रुपए लीटर पे बिकना चाहिए। अब हुकूमत कर क्या रही है? हुकूमत प्रेशर में है। हुकूमत वैसे ही पॉपुलर हुकूमत नहीं है, उसके और भी बड़े मसाइल हैं। हुकूमत वो हिट अपने पास ले रही है, वो पीडीएल से वो पैसे दे रही है। लेकिन अब पीडीएल के पास वो पैसे नहीं बचेंगे मेरे ख्याल से अगले हफ्ता 10 दिन में कि वो हिट वो ले सके। सो ये तो अच्छा, दूसरा मसला क्या होगा? चले आपने वो रुपये ट्रांसफर कर भी दिया, लेकिन वो जो तेल के लिए डॉलर्स चाहिए रिफाइनरीज को कि वो क्रूड ऑयल मंगवा सकें, वो कहाँ से लेंगे? वो डॉलर्स कहाँ से आएंगे?
फॉरेन एक्सचेंज
कहाँ से आएगा? रुपी विल बी अंडर ट्रेमेंडस प्रेशर इन द कमिंग डेज। और ये हमारी इकोनॉमी के लिए ये एक बहुत बुरी खबर है। हमारा इंपोर्ट बिल का एक बड़ा हिस्सा पेट्रोलियम इंपोर्ट पे है। हम कंप्लीटली डिपेंडेंट हैं।
So you see this, he's stuck in Afghanistan. The clerics are against him. The petrol bill, I think these two chaps have explained the whole story so clearly.
Correct.
So what do you make of Pakistan's overall status with this? This is what I wanted to put across. I mean, sorry for the glitches which have come in my handling of videos and all today. I'm not probably at my best. Yeah.
No, the message is coming through loud and clear that these people also do not have foreign exchange, because their foreign exchange used to be remittances, and country after country is sending these people back. Saudi Arabia doesn't want to have any Pakistanis. Same goes for other Middle Eastern countries also. These people are not worth the trouble. And wow, this is a real, my goodness, triple Pakistan's oil import bill. And
this is from their headlines. This is not mine.
Right.
I pick up, from others. Okay. And you look at this, you see the hit on their economy. I'll read it out and then you'll comment on this. I make an overall comment. Oil prices remain 100 or higher. Pakistan GDP will take a hit of 1 to 1.5% or more. This is conservative. Pakistan could face a negative impact of 12 to 14 billion over the next year, because petroleum price rise will be 20 to 30%. As oil prices surge, global shipping and insurance premiums will go out of the thing. So there is a negative hit. 55% of Pakistan's remittances from Middle East are at risk. And that will cost Pakistan $2 to $4 billion in inflows. They will go back to double-digit or double-digit inflation. Transportation will contract because there's no petrol. If transportation contracts, where do they go for, the whole lot, the transportation industry is on the verge of collapse. They will have problems in fertilizer and cement production and textile. Fertilizer and agriculture are going to take a hit. Add to all this, we are going to stop their water. Where do you think Pakistan is going to go?
Sir, sometimes what happens is, have you seen ant hills? The ant hill is subterranean, but then there is something that will happen. The queen ant will die.
And suddenly everything comes out.
Whole thing bursts out. I have a feeling something like that's going to happen to Pakistan.
Pakistan.
These guys are, brainless people. If they had any brains, they would make up with India and say, look, we are sorry. We need help to desilt our dams. Forget about the water coming in. First, you desilt your dam so that you can store the water that India might.
They don't have money for it.
Give you some water.
They don't have money for it. They don't have money
It's
for it.
sir, the best way to do this thing, in my opinion, is that you let these states secede and you keep your Punjab and see what best you can do with that. Because outside of that, anyway, your writ is not running right now. I'm talking about the Pakistani army, and you're better off cutting your losses at this point of time. Maybe India will start, recognizing some of these newly born republic and help them out in a way different from what you have been doing. You have not been helping them; you've been harming them. So there is so much there. The biggest problem that I noticed that remittance inflow is going to go down by 2 to 4 billion. I'll tell you why that's going to happen. That's because people living in these Middle East countries, they themselves are going to be needing that money, because everything is going to be rationed everywhere.
Yeah, they need, yeah. And it's not here. I'll give you some more news. No, I'll show you some more. Right? Overseas development assistance. Pakistan has received an average of $5.2 billion every year in ODA, overseas development assistance, which has topped. As a portion of GDP, overall ODA flows have averaged up to 1.65%. Okay? And the better news, you see how bad they are. Pakistan has taken a loan over $40,000 every minute over the past 3 years. Can you imagine $40,000 every minute? That's what this
Wow.
chap has said. It is spent on rulers, cars, plots, houses, X, Y, Z. There's a clip. Unfortunately, that clip won't play because there's some sound glitch and all
Somewhere
that.
they have made a mistake, sir. Either the translation is wrong or the number is wrong. He says 40 to 50 lakh dollars as loans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hmm.
So they are in a very, very bad shape. We don't realize. I don't know when Pakistan will just go under. Now that is to be seen. We'll see that, right? And their anti-India thing, the way they have a look at it, and all is also poor. Okay, I'll show you another clip of this joker Najam Sethi. I keep showing him because he comes out with jewels of idiocy. Okay, and what comes through is his hatred and the collective hatred of this country towards India and how they justify it. Right?
He's supposed to
I'll
be
show
their
you.
intellectual, sir. He's supposed to be their
Then
intellectual.
he's supposed to
He
be,
is
but
their cricket board president to everything else.
oh yeah, I'll have to pick that up. Keep talking. I'll just pick it up.
Yeah.
I'll just pick that.
So viewers, I've been following Najam Sethi for a while, and this guy is like the mouthpiece of the Pakistani army, and he's also like a joker in the pack. They'll put him wherever they want to, and look, this guy is now going to take care of things. Look, this guy is going to take care. For some time, he was also the Pakistani cricket board president, and it's what the way these guys are going. I tell you. The only thing that's sustaining them right now, in my opinion, is hatred for India.
ये
and
इंडिया के ऊपर
Hindus.
ईरान कितनी मेहरबानियां क्यों,
But that
जबकि हम
doesn't feed
देखते
you
हैं
money.
कि इंडिया जो है खामनाई साहब की शहादत के ऊपर उनसे कई दिन तक जो है वो किसी
Okay,
किस्म
I'll
की
replay this.
ताज़ियत नहीं
This is,
करता.
this is a query which.
Hassan Rawalpindi.
Oh, 1 minute.
Yeah, it just came, sir.
ये
It came.
इंडिया के ऊपर ईरान कितनी मेहरबानियां क्यों, जबकि हम देखते हैं कि इंडिया जो है खामनाई साहब की शहादत के ऊपर उनसे कई दिन तक जो है वो किसी किस्म की ताज़ियत नहीं करता. अगर करता
So the question is, why is India getting this favorable treatment from Iran? Someone has asked, right? And all that. So
तो बाद में बड़े ढके छुपे अल्फाज में, और फिर जो नए लीडर उनके मुंतखब हुए हैं उनको कोई ओपनली मुबारकबाद भी नहीं देता. फिर मोदी का जो है वो इजराइल का दौरा करना और इजराइल का इंडिया के साथ खड़ा होना, और ये भी सुनने में आया था कि चाबहार पे जो अटैक हुए, जो वहां पर इनके कंटेनर भी उड़े, और कॉन्स्पिरेसी कहें या इसको कुछ भी कहें कि इंडिया वो इजराइल तक ईरान की बहुत सारी जो खुफिया मालूमात हैं उनको रिले करने का बायस बनता रहा है. और ये जो रिसेंटली अभी एक्सरसाइज करके जो एक शिप, ईरानियन शिप जो है वो वहां से मूव कर रहा था इंडियन वाटर से, तो उसकी भी मुखबरी हुई. उसमें सच है या कुछ ताकत है या नहीं है ये नहीं हमें पता, लेकिन ये है कि हम ये समझते हैं कि इंडिया जो कि इतना ज्यादा करीब है इस वक्त इजराइल के, और अब मेरे ख्याल में अमेरिका के भी बहुत करीब हो गया है, उसके ऊपर ये इल्तफात जो है ईरान का ये समझ नहीं आया कि उसके जहाजों को अलाउ कर दिया. और हमारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के मुताबिक लास्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन के आने तक 2 गैस के बड़े टैंकर्स जो हैं वो अलाउ कर दिए गए हैं। इंडिया के अंदर जो ईरान के एम्बेसडर हैं उनकी जो स्टेटमेंट है वो भी बड़ी डिस्टर्बिंग है कि जी हमारा और इंडिया का फेथ बिल्कुल सेम है और इंडियन जहाज़ों को जो है वो वहाँ से गुजरने की इजाज़त होगी आबनाए हरमज से। तो एक आम पाकिस्तानी जो है इसके ऊपर बहुत कंफ्यूज है और थोड़ा डिप्रेस भी है। इस पर ज़रा लाइट डालिएगा प्लीज़।
जी बिल्कुल, बहुत अहम सवाल है और बहुत से लोग ये पूछ रहे हैं। आपने जो बयान किया वो सही है कि इंडिया ने किसी किस्म का सपोर्ट नहीं दिया ईरान को और इसराइल की गोद में जाके बैठ गए। 2 दिन पहले वहां उनकी गोद में बैठे हुए थे और उसके बाद उन्होंने अटैक कर दी। और यहाँ तक इंडिया के अंदर तनकीद हो रही है नरेंद्र मोदी की कि आपने तो जाके, जब बमबारी हो रही थी और यहाँ उनकी कैजुअल्टीज हो रही थी, तो आपने तो उनकी एम्बेसी जाके कोई अपना ताज़ियत भी नहीं की आपने। तो और जब उनका ग्रेट लीडर मारा गया, तो मतलब है कि इसमें सही बात कह रहे हैं आप बिल्कुल। अब आइए कि क्या ईरान का रवैया क्या है। जाहिर है कि ईरान खुश तो नहीं है, मगर ईरान ने जो फैसला किया है वो मुझे समझ आती है कि इस वक्त अमेरिका की और यूरोप की कोशिश थी कि ईरान को आइसोलेट किया जाए और सारी दुनिया से इसकी पिटाई करवाई जाए और इसको नुकसान पहुंचाया जाए और लोग इससे हटा के अपनी तरफ लाए जाए। और ये जो आइसोलेशन है ये बड़ी खतरनाक थी फॉर ईरान। तो उन्होंने ये फैसला किया कि एक तरफ से लड़ाई तो हमने करनी है, मगर दूसरी तरफ ये है कि हमने ये आइसोलेशन में नहीं जाना। अगर आइसोलेशन चले गए सारे वो लोग जो हमारी मदद कर सकते हैं किसी न किसी स्टेज पे डायरेक्टली या इनडायरेक्टली, उनको छोड़ना नहीं है हमने। हाँ, वो इस वक्त किसी प्रेशर में आके और उन्हें उनसे कुछ मजबूरियां हैं उनकी, वो करवाया जा रहा है, अमेरिका करवाया जा रहा है। हाँ, तो इसलिए मेरा ख्याल है उन्होंने अभी, जैसे मैंने अभी प्रोग्राम में बताया कि उन्होंने जापान को और कोरिया वगैरह को भी इशारा किया कि आप हमसे तेल ले लें मगर युआन में पे कर दें। और हमने स्टेट्स को बंद नहीं किया, हमने कंट्रोल किया हुआ है उसको, जिसको चाहे हम जाने देंगे। ऐसी बात नहीं है कि हम नुकसान पहुंचाना चाह रहे हैं, और वो चाह रहे हैं कि दरार।
Anyway, I think we've heard enough. So you have a look at it, how foolish they are in the way they think. And last two, I want to show you a couple of slides, right? Yeah, look at what they themselves say. They said, Shahid Qazi says Pakistan is diplomatically collapsing in real time. China, its so-called Iron Brother, is reportedly furious after ceasefire advice was avoided or ignored. Saudi Arabia increasingly distrustful as Islamabad plays both sides between Riyadh and Tehran. Tulsi Gabbard, a US military officer serving as the 8th Director of National Intelligence, has openly warned about Pakistan's missiles capability, which can reach USA. And ground reality check, an international delegation, including the European Union and Kazakhstan, visited Kabul's 2,000-bed Omid Rehabilitation Center, a facility that was targeted by Pakistan military regime, killing 4,000 civilians. This isn't strategic depth, it is strategic isolation, and the world is taking note. Okay, this I'll just show. This same Pakistani, same Najam Sethi, what he spoke, he also has said Pakistan has no haysiyat or cards in the world today. Shahbaz Sharif and Asim Munir are fooling with us and with failed foreign tours. So this is the complete story which I've laid out. I would like your views on that, and then you can give your macro views on what all we have covered, and then we'll take some questions.
Yeah, sir, I have to log out in about a couple of minutes, so I'll have my
yeah.
say.
If you do that, then go ahead.
Yeah, and viewers, it will continue on P Guru's channel 1, and that will be no disruptions. So, sir, the whole point now with Pakistan is they have basically mortgaged whatever little thing that they have, their army, they're being able to put boots on the ground to multiple places, and not one of those places can they put them, because they probably not even sure, even if they order their army to go and fight, that the army will go or not. I don't know if you've heard this. In Gaza, there was a fight between Israel and Pakistan about how much Israel was willing to pay each Pakistani soldier per month. And that just fell through. And now Board of Peace, these guys, basically Trump said that you have to be the person who's going to be managing this stuff. And that there also, these people are unable to put boots on the ground. Right now, because there's a new conflict going on with Iran, maybe Trump is not pushing them on that point. But you look at anything that Pakistan has done so far, you are beyond scraping the bottom of the barrel. I mean, look, I don't know how to put this thing. The people of Pakistan, they need to throw these army, bandicoots out of their country. This is the only way, and they are going to go anyway. Each one from, I think, brigadier general level, or probably even a little bit less than that. Everybody is counting how much money can I take out of the incoming money as aid, and then salt my money away. And now suddenly America will become the favorite destination because Dubai is not safe. maybe they'll go to Canada. That's another place that they can put their money. But basically, that's all these guys are thinking. They're not thinking for their country. These are the worst haramkhor.
Yeah, let me ask you.
Most,
Let me ask you a bigger question. Do you think with all this, Pakistan will just collapse?
It will, except that, see, the thing about this is, you need a catalyst. That catalyst is something that the army itself will create, because some point of time they just can't handle all these challenges. How that will happen at that point of time? How will the society of the smaller part? I think Baloch has been mentally prepared to become independent. I don't see a problem there. Likewise, I think KPK might be able to manage because Afghanistan will come to their help. What about Sindh? What about POK? What about GB? I'm ignoring Pakistan. I mean, Punjab part of Pakistan. They'll still have that pride and they'll stay there. But all these states, are they ready to become republics? That's the question. And how will India handle all this stuff? Because you don't want anybody coming in. You don't want anybody coming in, which means you have to
not here.
We
don't want anyone here from there.
Anyone, you don't want anyone here. So you got to go in there and they have to request you to come in. Otherwise, that's also another problem. You can't go in there just like that to maintain peace. So this is a tricky situation. I think it's going to get worse before it will get better, sir. My 2 cents. And viewers, thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much, General Shankar. We'll be seeing you again at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll not be able to make it because I have another commitment.
Yeah,
but we'll do
no
it
problem.
After.
Sunday,
we'll do it
Sunday,
after,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sunday. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Thanks a lot, Shreyarji, for making it. And I'll continue with the questions, and I'll start with the questions, right? Thanks a lot. Before I take on the questions, I want to just summarize what we have covered, where Pakistan is. Pakistan has attempted in a major way to pick up a fight with Afghanistan and, up the ante. And it is backfiring. Internally, Asim Munir is convincing people not to get bothered about what's happening in Iran. He's making ground so that he can commit some troop towards Iran, to Saudi Arabia and all that. That's not happening. You saw there's internal, I wouldn't say rebellion, a lot of opposition with the clerics and the civil society. Remember, Imran Khan's people are also up against him. Okay. There is no one, there's not a single guy who said they should go and attack Iran. No way. Okay. And they feel that Shahbaz Sharif and Asim Munir have sold themselves and the country to America and Saudi Arabia, and to do their bidding, and lost everything. That's the politics. From an economic viewpoint, they are going down. Every day I keep getting new news and new figures about the dwindling economy. And this petrol story will not go up. I saw some comments, oh, they have a problem in fertilizers, we'll also have a problem in fertilizers. Yeah, we will have a problem in fertilizers, I'm telling you upfront now. Already, sir, premium petrol has gone up and all that. But what is this there? I mean, there's no comparison between the problems we are going to have and the problems they're going to have. Please understand this. Okay. Don't ever think that, you can compare yourself with Pakistan in terms of their beggary. They're absolute beggars, Nanga. Okay. And one, now that you're this thing, I want to show all of you one small slide, if I may. And what's the state of Pakistan? Before I take questions, it is this. You see this? I do hope you like this cartoon. This is the state of Pakistan. India and Balochistan pulling its hands, Taliban and Afghanistan pulling its legs. Oh, well, what's being pulled by cricket, and I don't know what Afghanistan, what Saudi Arabia and USA can hang on to. Right? I'll leave it at that. Okay. And with this, I'll take on a few questions from all of you. I hope you like this cartoon. Okay. Many things which, we can't express by words, the cartoons express. Right. So let me start with the thing. And at the outset, Udaya, thanks a lot. Udayan Arya, thanks a lot for your super sticker. Thanks a lot, John Dye, for becoming a YouTube member. SS, thanks for your super sticker. Sajid Kumar, after 15,000 bombings, Iran didn't break as a country. So can nuclear PAK ever break? PAK is made for 2% to enjoy over 98% opium of religion. And this is their problem. Okay, this is their problem. What you said, Sajid, is the problem. Iran didn't break as a country because a whole lot, 50 to 60% of Iran backs the regime, the theocracy. And they have stakes in the regime. It is not as if the Khamenei lived a grand life and gave nothing to anyone else. Do you know that petrol in Iran costs just about a rupee or 2 rupees? That is the kind of welfare he is put up in Iran. It is not as if people in Iran have suffer a bad life. They live a good life. Please understand. There's a difference between Pakistan and Iran. A lot of people in IRGC, XYZ, and this police and army and the Basij and all, they have business interests. They are interested in businesses. They have contracts. All of them are in the business of supporting the government structure and supporting the mulladam to succeed. And the mulladam gets money from all these fellows. Okay. So that mix between mullahs and the IRGC, that is the security personnel and the politicians, right? The trinity has kept them up. Here it's not so. What you have said is very important. 2%, 2% enjoy over 90%, 98%. That opium of religion might go any day. Because opium of religion can, hold to a particular level. After that, the pangs of hunger from your stomach and your heart and your head will take over. You've seen, that's why I got the economy, we'll see where it goes. That opium of religion is breaking with this whole story. So we'll see. Sajid, it's a very important question you asked. And let's see, because you can't say anything. You have a point, they might not break. But they could break. When it breaks, it'll just break. And for all you know, Pakistan might be the unwanted collateral damage of whatever is happening in Iran. Let's see. How can Pak continue punching above its weight? It's not. That's why I thought I'll show you all this. Is Pak punching above its weight now? It's under the hammer in Afghanistan. The Afghanis people, the chap has said, okay, now you hit me, I am going to hit you back. He said that very clearly. He can't get into Iran. He's got problems. He's got economic problems, everything. There's almost a rebellion. So he's not punching above his weight. He's just surviving at this point of time. I'll take a few more questions because, right? Yeah, what Vishal says is right. Ours would be rationing. They are going down. I think that's the right way of putting it. Yeah. Why has Iran not stuck Pakistan with missiles? There's no reason at this point of time. One. Number two, Iran does not want to open another front. They're focusing on the southern front. If they open up their eastern front, they are cooked. Look, Iran is thinking through this militarily very well. What is Pakistan doing for them? Nothing. Nothing. The best thing which Pakistan has done for Iran is not attack them. Okay? If actually Pakistan starts hitting Iran, Iran will fall. Okay. Let me see. questions. Yeah, Desi Sand says like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, thanks a lot. It's very good that Pakistanis are depressed by success of India. Well, we are not interested in that. But the fact is, they are in a bad shape. Yeah, let me go to the top here. A lot of questions, I'm not able to. There's some problem in the net and all that. Not able to. Okay, no sound. We have got it. Saudi can't be free from Pakistan. Yeah, any questions which are there? Yeah, I don't see any questions really. Okay. Sir, in this war, is US deep state and UK deep state are fighting for power? What do you think? Which side gets benefit and who have leverage? US will always have a leverage over UK. That's about all, right? There's no doubt about it. And he says, Mohit Pirzada, 80% truth analysis. Imran Khan ko would defend karta hai. Part weakness opened by Pirzada. Yeah. He is Imran Khan Shagir. This. Yeah. Yeah, there was a thing that, from someone who says, I'm a Tamilian, I can't understand what comes out with these Urdu fellows and you have to translate. I'm sorry I couldn't do that today. Hereafter I'll do that. I understand. Anyone from South can't understand Urdu well. Not that I understand Urdu well. At times I also go wrong, but generally I know what that fellow is speaking. I'll try and explain it to you. But today, the things, the way they happened, I wanted to keep it a small, simple presentation. About fight and videos and about 5 odd videos and that's it. About their attacking. But when this whole thing started changing in the afternoon, the color of today's presentation changed because of that fellow speaking to Asim Munir speaking to all these Shia clerics. And then the problem of the petrol came up. I thought I must share it with you. Right. That's why I was a little off. I wouldn't say off. I was on top of my technology today. I'll be very honest with you. Okay. Is there a US base in Pakistan or I have missed it? No, there's no US base, but US monitor certain activities of Pakistan, including their nuclear weapons. Okay. Okay. I think we have done for the day and we have this thing. Okay, fine. So tomorrow you join us in the morning at 9 o'clock. Sandeep Punitan will be there. Sandeep and I will have our weekly Saturday morning session. Till then, have a great time. I would like to thank everyone who attended today and hang on till the end. Right, with this, thank you. Have a great day and Jai Hind to all of you.